You know what? It's going fantastic. I did hear that you started working at GameStop. How is that going?
Let me tell you about the pro membership.
Oh, let's go. You want to get the pro membership. Guess what? $5 every month. Guess what? You're not going to get that good of a deal.
No, technically, I'm not going to say it right now. Let me do this after when we're not on the air, because I can tell you some of the nice benefits, but I'm not here to sell you membership. I'm here to sell you Mario Kart.
Exactly, and I was about to say, the deals are not as good as you get here with the $200 grand prize for first place.
That is true. You can't.
That
can be put towards the PS5 that you can buy at our store.
Exactly. There you go. Self-advertisement. But we're on Vinny right now, going into the ending section of Swamp Ruins. You actually wanted to see this track, so the randomizer says you're welcome.
Years later.
Joey cannot make that shortcut.
That's what you get. We're talking smack about a lot of these racers on your Twitch channel. I'm not going to let him live it down.
Back. Vinny gonna get green from behind. Unfortunately, gets items screened. Will not be able to grab one. There, Morzilla here gets passed up by Jackie Wars, but he's gonna be able to grab a single item box.
Well, Morzilla, the burner of mozzarella sticks, is trying his best to stay within the top 6 over here, but as you can see, he's got to worry about opponents with the triple bananas and the reds.
Free Dizzle is here. Triple bananas, top 6 is the name. Landing those placements is the game. He's going to toss back one banana out of his Beyblades of Doom. He sees the person in front of him, only has
He almost got the slipstream.
He almost did, and that's actually, honestly, sometimes I think it's useful, sometimes I don't think it's useful. But bananas, they were bouncing off the walls. I thought Kobe was shooting some shots there. My goodness.
May he rest in peace.
Yes. Oh, man.
Right now, Free Dizzle, unfortunately. How did he not get hit by that green? But dude, while you're running the poles, I know
you cannot be doing that right now. Sees behind him that there's only some shrooms. Shot comes down. There is the only one last item box to go through in this map. Jackie Wars gets item screen. He's got to be careful. Go wide.
Did you see what that person behind him
Oh, no. He became bigger, faster, so Bear was not able to throw back his bomb. Aerial Postal will be grabbing first. Mario Party King gets bombed into second place.
All right, and Morzilla in third.
All right, good showcase. You know what? I love it. Aerial Postal's had a rough few weeks not being able to land in that grand finals, and he's actually donating all of his grand final winnings towards an organization that I will have to look up during the halftime break. But he is actually donating. Every time he makes it in grand finals, he is donating his proceeds to go forward to some really great causes, and I love to see it. And it's really been unfortunate that he's not been able to pull out these grand final finishes.
Hey, I also know he's working with, I believe it was Air Force Gaming with Geronimo to help spread Mario Kart love and the land scene more towards our veterans.
Yeah, and it's great to see. Mario Kart, the Mario Kart competitive scene is growing everywhere as we're going to Wild Woods, you know, with United States Mario Kart that we've all been working on expanding and stuff like that. And the scene is just growing and growing and growing, and I cannot wait to see what lies ahead for this, because guess what? Majority of people don't even know this exists.
Yeah,
and it's crazy every single time.
Get the word out every time.
Every single time I'm looking at Twitter feeds, stuff like that, they're like, there's competitive Mario Kart? Of course there is. There's so much you can do, so much you can learn in this game, and you see it on display here with these amazing racers and what they do to try and win this amazing grand prize money, or at least try and get into the money at this point.
Absolutely. Right now, we see Plasma on the screen, getting screened out of item boxes, but it is in 8th place. Still has plenty of time. This is only lap 1. Ride the water, my dude. You gotta ride the waves. Don't fight the current.
Yeah, you really just don't want to take those turns too wide, because you will be bumping in the walls, and that will ruin your day. Bear avoiding the drag from Froggo, but you see the back comes out. He throws his red forward, but did not check what's behind him. You always want to check what's behind you before you throw your item forward. Even when you're rolling for items, you can potentially get hurt from that.
Ooh, you gotta be careful of that boomerang right now. You see Froggo backing the bomb, but it looks like it might have connected against Morzilla.
Ooh, Bear is here using a little bit of defense. Has a pretty good loadout at this point. Second place has to be careful, because guess what? These can ruin their day. Bear opts to throw back the green, and you see Free Dizzle backing his green as well, using the mushroom for that shortcut. Blue Shell is out. Froggo stops so that pod number 2 can dodge it with a mushroom. Froggo throws one red forward, but guess what? First place doesn't have defense. He throws another red forward, which will land before the item boxes, and he will only have a single one.
He technically got screened out because the person he hit was literally in front of the doubles, and it pushed him to the side. So that's going to hurt his chances a little bit there. Bear's got to be careful of the triple bananas after dragging someone with the red. Now Froggo's got to be careful. And now Buffoon's got to be careful, as that is Free Dizzle.
Ooh, Free Dizzle is looking good. He is focused. He is ready. It is his race to lose. He tracks him out with the triple bananas. He tracks out another competitor. The fire will drop all the way down to 4th, which is not bad. And Buffoon brings it. Gets first place.
Buffoon the Goon, man. I'm just saying, this dude is non-stop aggressive right now.
He is actually playing extremely well. He somehow pulled it out in that final moment. I don't even know who Free Dizzle dragged out with his triple bananas. That was a chaotic, crazy finish. I love to see it.
I'm just glad he avoided the fires, to be honest with you, because that could have killed his race.
Yeah, that could have brought him down all the way to 7th place, I would think. At that point, I was like, what are you petting down here?
I'm not petting anyone. I was saying hi because someone waved to me.
Oh, okay, nice. I like that.
Meanwhile, you see all the courses selected. Where do you think we're gonna hit it?
I would love to see. Hear me out. Super Bell Subway, one more time. Bring it out. Bring it out. Bring it out. Wrap it up.
Bring up the true rich.
Unwrap it. Present
one more time. Choco Mountain.
Whoa, Wario.
Well, we got a mountain.
Yes, we did. This is our first section-based track of the night. If you do not know, this is not, well, it is laps, but it is section-based. You will be seeing a new section of the track with every single lap. Yeah. So you will not see the same part twice. And this is actually considered one of the best maps in the game by a majority of the community.
Absolutely. Like, this is definitely a runner track. This is not really like any shortcuts to catch you back up. So you need to
actually right here, you can use a shroom. In the time trials, you should use a shroom there to pass first place if you do get one. But other than that, there aren't that many shortcuts.
Okay, let's back that up a minute. Shroom to pass first place in time trials.
Okay, yeah. In time trials, that is the most optimal line to use. At the beginning of the race, if you grab a shroom, you can use it on that little area and pass first place. There you go. A little bit better explanation. But Fritos is going to throw his red forward and going to opt to take a little bit of a slower route, bouncing off the side road. Bear is here, though, unfortunately did not get that drift, going a little bit slow. You can see the ghost trying to jump scare him, and he avoids that banana just narrowly. You can see his body flex out of that. He was like, oh.
He was like, I have to flex my muscles as he tenses up. Did he hit someone with the green? No, he didn't.
No.
Okay. I felt like I was tripping here because Bear, does he dare to pass first place?
Oh.
But Buffoon getting hit by the blue, even though it was intended for him. Froggo runs into the banana, uses the invincibility frames to avoid the catastrophe.
Was that his own banana?
I don't know.
That was actually wild. I would love to see a replay of that one. Unfortunately, Froggo can avoid the blue, but cannot avoid the air horn, which brings him all the way down to 3rd place. Grabs a single item box, and he's going to be able to have something very good in his pocket. Throws the boomerang forward, lands on Bear. He shakes his head, saying, oh my goodness, of course there's a boomerang. Bomb is out.
Where, though? In the off-road?
I think so. I really thought it was going to go over that barrier. Bear grabs a boomerang, throws it back, hits the red, hits Froggo, says, here's some karma for you. Air horn! Froggo's going to be able to go avoid the green shell, grab a double item box, and now it's ankles race to win.
Are you kidding me right now, game? Oh, look what he's got right now. Let's see. Does he throw it tight? Does he just hold on to it? Does he wait till the line? Oh, he's on now. He's waiting. Oh, who's using the air horn back there?
It's just air horn on air horn on air horn. Free Dizzle gets 2nd place.
And Froggo gets 3rd.
Froggo does get 3rd, thankfully. I mean, honestly, that was a pretty insane battle between those competitors. You saw it back and forth. Bear, Froggo, outplay, and it was just
we do have the racers on deck, so let's go ahead and throw those racers. So if you hear your name, please head on up to the high tunnel. Kanzai, Batter Cookie, Funny Name, Manchild, who is a man, not a child anymore, Riley, JJ107, 13, Nicky Guns, Burger with the Cheese, Zool, Cray, and Big B. Please head on up to the hype tunnel. We are waiting for you to get started on semifinals number 2. Two.
Nice.
Anyway, what track are you looking forward to in this next race?
You know what I'd like to see?
I'm going dry desert. We haven't seen
Why do
that
you
in
want to see dry desert?
We haven't seen
do
it in a
not
minute,
want to
to be
see
fair.
bagging tracks here. But we're going back to Shroom Ridge, the track you predicted just
Earlier,
not
yeah.
too long ago.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? This is one of my favorite DLC tracks, so I'm not complaining.
Shroom Bridge. Oh, excuse me, Shroom Bridge, because there's no bridge.
Honestly, that would have been pretty good. I actually like that name a lot more. Shroom Ridge.
Unfortunately, there's no bridge. Bridge doesn't gotta be careful of those reds, man. You see
Nice
the
Shroom
banana
Ridge.
being thrown. Whoa, how did that not hit Baboon?
That is insane. He was extremely lucky he had that drag of that red shell.
Whoa,
Green
the
shell.
greens!
He avoids it, but then guess what? His red collides and the green collides with him off the smart bounce.
That was just unfortunate. You saw he had to slow down that turn. I don't think he had the drift ready, so he was trying to make sure he could turn normally. I think Bear's trying to bag a little bit to get the more strong dependent items to help him launch forward by the end of the race. You see Morzilla using the ghost. He takes something. He avoids the platoon ink, and he gets something for his trouble. That's not a coin.
I think avoiding, oh my goodness, thank goodness he had that ghost, or he would have gotten Mario Karted. Vinny avoids that explosion right behind, under him. He's
Nope.
gonna go right across these, avoids the blue shell.
Avoids blue shell hurt, and Frago uses his horn to avoid it.
Nice moves from Frago. He's been running this semifinals pretty well, if I do have to say so myself. And
Yeah.
when it comes down to his final lap, he just has to hope he can get the items he needs. And oh my goodness, I believe he will not have the items he needs to avoid the chaos.
Oh man, look at that.
Respectful play from Jackie Waters, because he could have slowed down a little bit and redded him again to ruin his entire run, but he opts to play the more defensive route.
Which is probably the more basic decision to make. And the reason I say that is because think like if you wanted to slow down to hit him down, sure, you could have done that, but you're also risking losing that spot yourself.
Yeah, but when you have another
the
defense like Jackie Waters had, he is shaking his fist. He is grooving to it. Yes, Jackie Waters gets first. Mario Party King in second, and Frago in third once again.
Not bad, not bad. We only have a few more races left to go. Only time will tell who's going to be the sixth to advance on the grand finals, or who's going to be the sixth to have their night ended here.
I'm wondering it. I'm wondering. There's a lot of consistent top place finishes. We're not seeing a lot from Zol. We're not seeing a lot, or he's not in this one, my bad. We're not seeing a lot from Plasma. We're not seeing a lot from all of these other racers, and I would love to see them get some really good finishes.
I mean, I do too, and I would love to have a good underdog story to make it the Grands the first time if you haven't made it in before. Zul's made it in the Grands, or at least a couple times, is doing its absolute best, but consistency is key. Iron management is key. The coins are key, as well as your racing lines. And you gotta know all the shortcuts, and if you can, take the no item shortcuts, aka the NIS.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're not going to take those shortcuts, you're not going to be able to move forward. You need to know where they are, when to take them, and when it's most optimal, because some shortcuts get cluttered by so many people taking them. So sometimes you shouldn't do that. You can get bumped off. And those are all things that you have to keep inside your mind while you're racing. And we are going to another DLC track. They most definitely has changed something, but we are going to Toad Circuit.
Gotcha, Toad Circuit. Pretty well-known track. Ironically, the bag, even though I personally don't see many shortcut opportunities, even though there are some.
Well, it's just because it's so simple and so straightforward. Like, there is just, you can go through that entire grass section. You can do so much. You can run the track, which I enjoy doing, but at the same time, there's really not, like, ideally a lot of shortcuts, but because it's so simple and short of a track, you can bag it. It's pretty easy.
No, absolutely. I agree with that 100%. You can see some of these players right now. You can see, look what Burst is dragging right now to keep second away from them. That was just astonishing. You can see Vinny right now collecting the points, trying to keep
Oh,
it. Got rid of that
no.
banana, and he gets punished for it.
You cannot be throwing back your defense in first place. If you
No.
do that, you will not have a good time. Free Dizzle gets hit by that fire. He's got a shroom in hand to try and put himself back up to first place. Borzilla avoids that fire just narrowly. He's gonna grab a single item box for his troubles.
He's spitting that hot take right now. He's just got to avoid all that fire. He's got to be wary. You see that horn reduce. You see Morzilla grab the green stuff out to the die.
No.
What is happening?
He got bumped into the light post. He's gonna have to stay in the back and bag just a little bit. Blue Shell is out for first place, but Free Dizzle is looking good. Froggo gonna have to take the full force and get knocked into the off-road, which is gonna make him lose a ton of spots.
What?
He drags out Free Dizzle with his red shell, and he's gonna be flying to this double item box.
He hit a post. He hit the post. So hopefully it's not the U.S. Postal Office, because how else are you going to mail yourself a first place victory card?
You cannot, but guess who's gonna get that first place
Bro,
postcard?
did you
It's gonna
see
be
how tight that
Buffoon.
line was for someone taking that cut?
Yeah, and it was so unfortunate. Jaguars takes a save video. I wonder what he saw for him to save it.
Probably passed like 2 to 3 people at the last second to get third. That's probably could be it. I don't know. That's just me taking a guess.
Yeah, I mean, anything could have possibly happened, especially on that track. That final shortcut, I still haven't learned that well, that optimally. So I need to practice it because it's a little bit of a bump. Like when you take it,
Yeah.
there's like that huge jump. And I'm like, why isn't it just flat? Just let me go through it. What are you doing, Nintendo?
So you want Mario Kart Stadium flat?
Yes, exactly. Why isn't it?
Because technically that is exactly like Mario Kart Stadium. Like
It
that
actually
one
is.
cut.
It actually is.
Just curved.
Oh my God. We are almost have we gotten all 8 tracks? No.
No, we're still missing Choco Mountain. We're missing Coconut Mall. We're missing...
Yeah. Choco Mountain and Coconut Mall are the only 2 left to round out of seeing all 8 booster pack tracks.
I'm trying to think of all the tracks down my head, so give me a minute to think.
All right, well, we're going to talk about Sky Garden for a little, which is actually some of the players' more disappointing ones, because guess what? This was remade for Mario Kart Tour, and the track actually originated from the Nintendo DS era.
No, this is Game Boy.
This is Game Boy, no, Game Boy, sorry, the Game Boy era. And that track actually looked a lot more fun than the simplicity of what they changed it to. So a lot of players were hoping for the Game Boy version, but they got the updated Mario Kart Tour version. So
This is probably as close
really
as we're going to get
unfortunate.
to anti-grav right there, to be honest.
True. But Aerial Postal is here. He's going to avoid that fire, grab a single item box, and probably going to take this leaf here, which optimally, unless you know the super bounce, you're not going to gain that much time using it.
Hey, I have no disrespect for anyone who takes the lead. Sometimes I've seen people make that the faster route rather than just taking solid.
Exactly, if you
path.
know the super bounce, it's faster. But if you don't,
True,
it's
true.
about the same exact time.
No, absolutely. Right now, you got Morzilla, who's trying to protect himself here. Look at that. He's having a few folks pass him, but he drags someone out with the red.
Nice moves. Morzilla has the Beyblades of Doom, throws one forward. He's going to let it rip, and Aeropostale will also be battling it out with him with those Beyblades of Doom. He's going to be here, grab a double or single item box, and go past into this final section of this track. And Bear is right behind him.
Is the best Beyblade. The original Beyblade is the best Beyblade.
So
Change
true.
my mind. You can't do it, see? No one can do it.
Bear is going to be behind the pack. Jaguars once again with the air horn in hand. He is smiling, he is happy. Froggo's gonna get dragged out to 3rd place, and we're gonna see Aerial Postal get 2nd.
Jackie Ward better be changing his name to Jackie Bars because he dropped that beat.
He really did, and he has not dropped a beat actually at all in this tournament, because my goodness, he's been on top of it, non-stop first places. He's looking good for that grand finals if he's gonna make it.
We'll have to find out later on, but again, phenomenal showing overall. I don't know if Free Diz will make it. Again, that's my bias right there, but I hope he did. There's a lot of other great competitors there that was having a great showing. You know who I didn't really see at all? Schwartz Joey, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's true.
And so that makes me worry.
I hear a
Did he
lot of
advance?
cheering. I hear a lot of everything. My goodness. I have no clue what's going on, but there's a lot of excitement, a lot of cheering, and that's what I love to hear from this tournament because everyone's really passionate about it. You're playing this game for so long, putting so many hours into it, and the passion that comes out from these players just shows because they have been practicing. They've been, training for this moment to come here and get in the money, and I'm just curious who's going to be able to do that.
Man, I mean, who knows? I mean, this can go anywhere. And again,
Oh, yeah.
for those who are in semifinals number 2, head on up to the high tunnel.
Let's
Waiting
go.
for you. Kanzai, Batter Cookie, Funny Name.
Why is my nose itching
Manchild,
so
Riley,
much today?
JJ.
My
13,
God.
Nikki Guns, Burger with
Wait.
Cheese, Zool, Cray, and Big B. Please head on up to the high tunnel if you haven't already. We're waiting for you.
While we wait for them, we got the highlight reel from semifinals number 1. It was a chaotic, crazy, absolutely fantastic racing from these players. You saw Froggo red out, but unfortunately got the single item box. Free Dizzle with that chaotic finish, dragging out the opponents and then avoiding the fire right at the end there. Froggo once again using his own banana to avoid that blue shell. Really great move. And then Froggo uses the horn to take down Free Dizzle and Bear there.
And right now you see Ankle is getting destroyed.
Air horn,
Look,
air horn,
everyone's
air horn.
dying through an air horn. Look at that right there. Another air horn.
What is going on? It's just because everyone's so close to
Air
back.
horn city, population, and you.
Morzilla running into the light post. It's so sad to see. Sometimes that happens, and I actually get really frustrated at the weight classes in this game because you really feel like, if you play these heavier characters, you shouldn't get bumped around as much as you do, but you see it time and time again, just like that. You're gonna get pushed, and you got to just account for it.
And we do have the standings, so let's see where everyone ends up and who's going on, who's going home. Marver the King takes it.
Oh my God!
Wow, 61 points, followed by Aeropostale in
That's
second,
insane.
53. Bear in third with 50. Frog on fourth with 49. Ankles in fifth with 47. And Buffoon in sixth with 46.
Oh
and by 1
my
point again.
God.
We keep doing these 1 point things. Jaguars, unfortunately, your night ends here, followed by Mozilla. Free Dizzle, that hurts my heart so bad right now.
Free
Plasma,
Dizzle.
Sports, Joey, and Vinny, your nights end here.
Oh, man. Oh, we got a little Sonic. We got the Sonic shirt out here, repping it. Got a little twinsies here. But, Mike, look how close that was. 50, 49, 47, 46, 45. So that final race was the deciding factor for a lot of different races.